Hey, this is the vlog. And yes, I have not done a video in over a year. I know. I completely forgot about that I had this channel. Sorry if I'm not loud enough, too. So all I have to say is don't be an ass. Because, it's not cool. So if you were wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm just, watching Fairy Tail all over again since the new season should be coming out this October, which is what I'm going to discuss. Just got an update on Snapchat, sorry. We're just going to discuss on whether or not it will be this October or if it's ever going to be aired again. So possibilities for October, it could either be like the beginning, like the first Friday in October or the last Friday. Or if the writer, Hiro Mashima decides to do next year instead, or the year after that. You basically get the point. It could be this October, the next, the following, so on. Which is irritating because yes, I know a lot of you are fans of Fairy Tail itself, and it can be ridiculously annoying because there's an ass pull on the manga where Mashima just decided to rush the entire thing. Which was pretty annoying. Rushing the story on Urza, how pitiful they treated August, as well as the pitiful defeat of Acno Lugia. Like, yeah, write him back in would be the best idea because, that was pathetic of Mashima. Literally pathetic, and a ton of you would agree. Annoying much? Besides this, too, I have another thing to go on about. So, let's just switch over to this camera just to be like this a bit. So yeah, rewatching the entire series, which yes, tiresome. Yeah. So I'm not gonna show you that because, copyright claims. Again, another notification from Snapchat. Okay, shut up. Not you, the phone. The phone. So, back onto the subject. Fairy Tail may or may not appear this year in October because, the problems with Mashima. Like, he's already having 2 mangas right now. The actual sequel to Fairy Tail, which I have to say is complete crap right now, but hopefully it'll get better. Like, seriously, the idea of the 5th gen? I just don't like the idea. Plus, how they learn it? From devouring dragons? Just don't see it. Just don't see it working at all. And most to the fact, just why? Into a 100-year quest. And we all know pretty far that his other one, which I haven't read in a while, forget what it was called already. Yeah, he's just lazy with it. Like, literally, he used happy again. And the new manga, I forget what it was already called, like I just said. Why did I just repeat that? Because, it's a habit. Fairy Tail, come back. So, what we do know about the upcoming manga, well, anime season, whatever, is that they're going to put in a lot of fillers to make up for the rust time into the manga, basically. Which is probably going to be better for more explanations on everything else. And better thought into the revelations, such as August himself, who he is, Urza and Irene. Like, yeah, that was completely rushed in. No. it'd just be great. Just great. Yeah, I just had to unfreeze the screen or whatever, launching off of Apple TV. Now back onto the subject. Why do I keep doing that? Or that's easily distracted. Why am I not facing this? Because, look like complete crap. If you want me to do it better, I could just do this the entire time. Better? There you go. Okay, so Fairy Tail is pretty much just gonna be a little bit better than it was, probably. But then again, there's also people that hate Fairy Tail, such as my brother, due to the fact that it was just lazy, and he says the art is crap, and so is the plot not making total sense. Understandable, but I still like it because of Natsu. So more onto Fairy Tail. Let's just discuss that Nalu will never happen. And yes, you will already believe a ton of negative comments saying, Nalu will happen. Shut up, you fucking asshole. Well, here's the thing. It has been confirmed by Mashima himself, that Nalu was meant to be a joke. And so was Nali. Just to mess with you. Nalu wasn't meant to be serious, neither was Nali. And yes, I understand why you people hate Lasana, and yes, I sort of agree that she should have stayed dead too. And here's the thing. Natsu isn't the relationship type of guy. He doesn't have the idea of the love life. All he thinks about people as family. So to be exact, he thinks of everyone in his skill as brothers and sisters. So in a way, he just doesn't look into the love life kind of stuff. Now on and after Natsu, the thing is, could Lucy really rewrite the entirety of the E&D book? The thing is, no. The possibility is the pact that she can only rewrite it once. So there is no possible way to actually de-link Natsu from Zeref unless if they completely ripped off, the reanimation jutsu from Naruto Shippuden. You know how Uchiha Madara rescinded his contract to Kabuto? Yes, that is the only possibility. As to how it's happened, or Zeref himself is still alive, which is the high possibility. Because living magic isn't exactly a summoning. It's actually from real creation. And here's another discussion. August is Zeref's third child. And yes, you're gonna go flipping out on this, and you're gonna say he is the only child. Your speculations are dumb. But I have a reason as why to my speculation could actually become true. And that is the fact that the Heartfeeling concern is a direct descendant of Zeref, where Anna was his actual firstborn child. And yet you're going to get pissed off more on the second person, his second child, Wendy. Now here's the thing. Here's my idea. You know the R system. Our system was believed to be able to resurrect the dead into Zeref or whatever. However, he scrapped it. For some reason, it didn't actually resurrect people, but it created people. So hold on a minute and don't go off. I believe he used the R system to create natural life, not artificial, natural. As in, he took his own reproductive cells. He felt completely alone and completely contorted the bounds of life and death. And actually not bring back the dead, but, conceiving a new life through the R system, where he attached his reproductive cells, his sperm, into the R system, thus giving birth to both Anna and Wendy. Possibility. And why I think it's Anna and Wendy is because, Anna and Zeref had a deep connection in the very past. And the thing is, of how Natsu quickly recognized Wendy out of somewhere. Like, he said he had a memory like when he first met her. Very first met her in Erasio Saints arc. Like, literally. It's a possibility that Zeref also not only took away his memories when he was resurrected, but possibly written in his own memories into the E&D book. So there's probably a familiarization with the entirety of this. What could this be? What could it mean? We don't know. Possibilities are endless as to what Fairy Tail is going to be in the future. Will it be revealed that Wendy is related to Natsu? That Wendy is Natsu's niece? That Zeref and Mavis are still alive? For all we can know is that when they've actually committed their love to each other, maybe they didn't die from the contradictory curse, but maybe it worked in two different ways. From either the most likely way, they were freed from their curse from realizing their true love for each other. However, it wiped away their memories and gave them new identities. Or, the second possibility, which is very slim, but maybe they completely nullified the curse and they remain immortal to the fact that they wish to atone for the stuff they've done. Well, mostly Zeref, because of all the people he's harmed and killed involuntarily because of Angshuram manipulating him. And that's another thing we're going to get onto right now. Angshuram Black Magic and Angshuram himself. This right here is just my own theory and speculation. Well, mostly speculation. What if Angshuram was a god and denoted it from it because of the black arts he created? The contradictory curse. Because the contradictory curse can only be controlled. I was using quotation marks with my hands. I just lost it. Sorry. Can truly control it. Control, quotation, if they forget the value of life. However, that would sever their own emotions, just leaving them vulnerable into the way of actually be turned into a puppet for Angshuram. So how he would be denoted is because of how dark and evil that magic is. He was probably punished by the other gods and denoted from his race as a god to that of a demon. What if he is actually now a demon? But not just any demon, but the true king of demons, as in Satan himself, Lucifer. This is just my own theory and speculation. So yeah, you could disagree with this, but still, just think of it. Because on the Fairy Tail Wiki, users, the administrators, have confirmed that he is not the god of life and death. So just what is he? Will Angshuram actually get an appearance as to what he really is? What is going to happen? That's pretty much all I have to say, but on to the fact of whether or not Fairy Tail is going to be released this year, in October or the following or the year after that, you know. And all the other stuff I've said, my speculations and stuff. But remember one thing. Can we, or can we not, determine the fates of Natsu and the rest in Fairy Tail based on the sequel right now? We don't know. But probably we can. What we can tell is Natsu is most likely gonna die. Because usually in sequels, they don't really care about the main characters anymore, and they will die. Because that happens in everything else. like in the Boruto Next Generations, we all know that Naruto and Sasuke will die. And in movies too. In sequels after that, they eventually die. Such as the Guardians in like Infinity War. Most of them basically. Rocket's probably the only one alive now. So yeah, the possibility that we do know is that the main characters will probably die. Such as Lucy, which I kind of want. And I know, your guys saying, no, Nalu for life. It will happen. Here's the thing. I have to tell you about Lucy. She is of the exact same annoyance as Asta from Black Clover. And you're gonna be like, shut the fuck up. She is not. But I've just never liked her. From the very beginning, I just could not stand her with all her whining. All her complaining. I just can't stand it. It's either just the voice actor or her character in general. To be exact, she's just a complete bitch. She's just that frustrating to understand in a way. I think she should be written out of Fairy Tail completely. And yes, I know. Shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. No, no, no. The only one that should be written out is Lisana. Yes, I agree with that too. Because yes, she should have stayed dead. But then Edilus happened. Blah, 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 blah. But there's one thing that I really want to discuss. This is literally just a speculation, but it could be possible. But was Acnologia, or if that's even his real name, actually from Edilus? It's just my own theory and speculation, but it's just my theory, because it sounds like he's not even from Earthland at all, because he just sees everyone as insects, just like poor Lucia. And she's the exact opposite from Grandini from Edilus. So what I'm thinking is Acnologia a counterpart of Gildarts or just anything else? Like, seriously, we just don't know. Just don't know. So that's pretty much all I had to discuss. I want to get back to rewatching Fairy Tail now. So yeah, I will probably see you later. Probably. Maybe just a year from now. Yeah, that's not a laughing matter, but I think I'll just do this every Sunday. Probably. Or every 2 days or something. Because, you know, I'm 19, I'm in college, and there's this thing called the Futures Program. This is for people if you have an IEP as pretty much viewed as like a 5th year of high school, even though it's not really like that. Futures is just to help you with your college work or even academics or vocationally. When I mean vocational, it means like your career, as in jobs. So yeah, I will not be available on Mondays and Wednesdays from 8:30 to 6:30, and yeah, that is long. And I won't really be available in the mornings to like sometime in the afternoon on every other day. Probably, well, the weekdays from 8:30 to like 2:30. And yeah, that's not that long, but to me it sort of is tiring. So that's it of this video. This has been the vlog number 2, Fairy Tail and other discussions. Or should I just name this video something else? I don't know. It's just gonna be, you know, yeah, the vlog number 2. Fairy Tail Matters. You know, question mark at the end. So, see you next time, if there will be a next time, and bye. Remember to subscribe, like, leave your comments down below. Don't care if they're negative at all. So yeah, see you next time, and done repeating stuff.
Bye.